Welcome to Shade and the City. I'm your girl Treese.
It's Nels.
And today, y'all, we are here to do our recap of the 90 day, before the 90 days, season 7, episode 8, From Whom the Bell Tolls. Okay, I finally have the title. That to me still didn't make no sense. But we appreciate y'all being here with us. If you haven't already, Shade Squad and all of our new viewers, y'all go ahead and hit that like button for us.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump right into it. I don't know how I felt about this episode. I felt like it was a little. I mean, it wasn't a hard watch, but it wasn't like great. I think maybe because I needed to see Chitty and Renee. I think I missed them.
I'm cool without them.
But anyway, y'all, let us know. Drop down the comments. Let us know what you thought about this episode. Let's get into it and let's get shady.
Oh, yeah, I forgot my drink.
Oh, you never prepared. I'm actually glad I did wait because I wouldn't have wanted to do this by myself after watching it. Yeah. All right, y'all. So we jumping into Brian and Ingrid. Y'all know I don't really care for Brian. So Ingrid hadn't spoken to Brian since their argument the night before. As we know, she's basically explains to us, we know what went down in the situation that happened. And basically she explains to us that she feels like oral is a little bit more intimate, which I can agree. Don't mean I'm not getting it though, but I'm sorry.
Cool.
And,
intimacy.
huh?
I'm cool with that intimacy.
You stupid.
It's
So and basically
I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess. But then when Ingrid said, I was like, you feel the same way too? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Okay.
and see, I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm Luda and that I was getting some head. getting some head, okay?
Sister, I get it because that's what she do, like with everybody. Like, but I ain't getting
I
it
don't
from
know.
her.
Maybe it's a thing, maybe it's a cultural thing, or maybe that just her comfort level, which I gotta respect. And she just feels like they're not at that point in their relationship or whatever. But y'all drop down in the comments, let us know
But she was ready to
what y'all think.
Never mind. Go on.
Yeah. So she thinks he's rude and crude and doesn't, basically she doesn't know if she wants to talk to him again. So Brian calls his sister to catch up, and we see him having a conversation with her, explaining what happened. The sister basically agrees with what Ingrid was trying to tell him, that it's just a little bit too intimate and he needs to take his time and have some patience with her. Brian says that he does want to apologize. And see, this is why he irritates me. And I told y'all this, I think the last time we saw them. But he feels like something has been off since the beginning. And he believes Ingrid might not be attracted to him, and feels like if that's the case, then, there's no need for him to continue to pursue her. And granted, everybody has insecurities. I'm not jumping down Brian's neck for that. What bothers me about it is the lashing out that you do, you know what I mean? Just the stuff that because you're insecure. That's what's not cute or healthy. And I don't want to see Ingrid go through that because you got whatever going on in your head. And I like that she told his ass that. So
yeah, that is in your
right. So we see them meet up, this was clearly production saying, well, we need y'all to film together. So can you please go sit with this man? And so basically he says that he can't shake the feeling that she's just not that into him. Ingrid says that, she didn't want things to end the way they did, but after 2 years of talking to each other, but it's clear that, Brian ain't really there to take no accountability. And so if he can't do that, we can't move forward. And so he explains to her that when she stopped him, it made him feel, he thought it was because he was in a wheelchair. like I told y'all. And basically she's like, it had nothing to do with that. And so he's like, well, it was confusing. And she said, well, you're confusing your damn self, because I never said that. I never said that. Again, you making this up in your own. I can't help that. So she explains how she wasn't ready for it. And he was like, well, it wasn't supposed to be pain. It was a present. And so she's like, oh, so this is really, and that's what I'm talking about. He's nice, nasty. He's nice, nasty. He'll shower her with all these gifts and stuff, and and then he'll sit.
He clearly ain't got no problem taking it, because now she about to go on a trip.
And this is what pisses me off.
I knew it pissed you off. I knew it did.
Because I said, you know what? First of all, because I was ready for them to go. That's what I thought was going to happen, and I would have had so much more respect for her if we didn't see her to the tell-all. But what really pissed me off is because it now makes me believe you're in this so you can get to the U.S. And so you're going to stick it out, and you don't care how that man treats you, because you got a goal in mind. And if that's your agenda, sister, then by all means, you get what you get. Because this man, don't think for a second, if he's over here in Brazil talking to you crazy, what makes you think when you get over to America that you ain't going to get that same work when you on his territory? All right. We done seen this enough times. Clearly you don't watch the show, Ingrid. Go ahead. Let's get off my screen.
All right. Next up.
And here's another, the F boy of the year.
Niles and Matilda.
I got to go off for this one. He made me so damn mad.
So it's their last day in Accra. He's literally got this girl working out in the bedroom. And by that, I mean doing push-ups, because we know he ain't trying to do nothing.
And poor girl can't even push up.
She don't want to do none of that. Okay. He said,
she wanted to do some other exercises, but he said, nah.
Exactly. He's like, so he said, this is what he does when he's stressed out. And really, that's how he's feeling, because he's got a lot to do today. Okay. A lot of things to take care of. So later he took her out because he wants to surprise her. They went to the memorial of the first president of Ghana.
I thought that was beautiful. That was a beautiful place.
And it was a beautiful place. Beautiful place. Now he also plans to have the conversation, that he ain't marrying her ass. Okay. Now I did get a little bit of history. Apparently the first president of Ghana is Kwame Nkrumah. Okay.
That's why I skipped that part. I ain't going to report nothing I can't pronounce.
No, normally you get the history, and I don't. So I was like, you know what? Let me get it since I got these.
Kudos to you for trying.
So apparently he fought for independence from Great Britain in the 50s. Okay. So she told him, when he goes back to the US, he gonna be missing the motherland, because he's a Ghanaian man now. Then he tells her to sit down and read his 20 maxims, since she hadn't done it. Okay. These are apparently the rules that he lives by, and he wants her to understand them, listen to them, and take heed.
I said it was affirmations that he lives by, but I hear what you're saying, because that's what it gave me. It was all these positive, be nice, don't me up. Tell yourself you love it.
She said, I don't understand. She said, I don't understand none of this. Okay, regardless, because I think that was his way of getting across, like, this is what I need for you to do, follow when I drop this bomb on you. Regardless, she didn't understand. He proposed anyway. Of course, she accepted it. She looked like she was ready to take his ass back to the room after getting that ring. Okay, now he's realizing after giving her this ring, you big dummy, it's going to be harder to break the news to her that you're canceling the wedding. But that's neither here nor here. That's his problem. Okay. So then they decided to go to the club because this is what she's been wanting to do. He was worried about overstimulation, but he got his earbuds in. So he said he's good. Now she said that she's super happy because they don't do those type of proposals. But she's looking forward to going back to Kumasi to prepare for their wedding. Then he starts, taking some deep breaths, and she's like, baby, you okay? What's going on with you? Really, he was trying to build up the courage, okay? To let her know.
Heart.
Exactly, to drop the bomb, okay? So He tells her, that he doesn't think that they're gonna be able to get married on this trip. She actually stayed surprisingly calm, but that's that quiet before the storm because I get like that too. I get the
She was,
laugh and I
I
get
mean, she was
the
visibly angry.
yes, but she was
But
like,
that it was that type of anger where you're so mad you don't know what to say. Like,
exactly.
because anything that comes out is going to be the
I might
wrath.
be on the table for
Right.
real. So she asked him why. And he says that he wants to, get to know her and everything first, and he wants to give her this great experience, and he feels like he can do that better the next time he comes. So she was like, people are gonna laugh at me. Okay, why did you let me invite all these people? Right now you're disgracing me. He said, oh no, just show them the ring. Okay, that's my promise that I'm gonna marry you. This girl is 38 hot. Okay. She's
I love
like,
that she was
she
like, "You
blowing
disgrace
herself with a fan. She waving herself. She said, you know what? She got up. She said, I need to go home.
right,
Okay. This man is disgracing me. I need to go home. And Niles is just sitting there like a big ass dummy because he don't know what the hell to do. Maybe you should have postponed the trip
that's what that sounds
altogether.
like."
You should have postponed the trip altogether,
And
sir.
what I didn't like is in the preview, we see them the next episode, and he's basically gaslighting her.
Well,
And
he
it
did. I'm telling you, he told her. I told you
well,
that
so to
last
your point, I was going into that because I was going to say shout out to Miracle, one of our subs who dropped in the comments and said Niles absolutely, she agreed with you and said that Niles absolutely tried to tell this woman that he was not going to marry her and they needed to wait.
she constantly overtalk. The thing is, I think he said it before, but every time he tried to say it after, she overtalks him and gets like,
When we saw
"Oh, I have
that.
all these people and they're so excited," and da 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 da. Which clearly now I can't tell you because you're showing me you're excited. You're putting all this pressure on me, and I
Right.
can't say it. So I think that she thought because she did that, and he made it there. He proposed. That was definitely the wrong move that he proposed. That all that was out the window, and I think she was okay having an open conversation because how the hell could he tell me now that he ain't gonna marry me if he just put a ring on my finger?
Great point. Well, yeah, shout out to Miracle and also shout out to Danielle All Natural. Love her. She's always in the comments. Love all of y'all.
Yeah.
And happy birthday or happy belated birthday, DeMarcus. His birthday was on the 20th, Libra
What?
gang. So shout out to DeMarcus. We do
We might
know
have to do something. We might
Libra
have to do
season
something
ended
for
yesterday. But yeah, we always want to show him love because he always shows us love.
He
So
always supports us. We might have to do something for him. We might have to do something for
yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. All right. Next is Sunny. Oh, this heifer. Um, Sunny and Veah. Y'all know I don't really care
Oh,
for them.
okay.
So, and you know what?
I
Shout
love
out to
him.
Sunny. Shout out to Sunny for leaving the first sign of disrespect.
He probably
First,
came, but I appreciate him leaving.
first sign of disrespect. Don't be Ingrid. Don't
I
be
mean,
first sign of disrespect.
this was some major disrespect
Major
though.
disrespect. And he
But
left. I appreciate him.
he probably came back.
I don't
But
think he's coming back. I don't think he's
you don't
coming
think
back.
you don't think so?
We got a whole nother couple. There's somebody's leaving. Somebody's not
Gotta-
making it. And you got to think
what's these people? What's chitty bang bang?
well between them, and then you got to think about it. Yeah, I just don't see it. I
You
don't
don't
see
think he
them.
coming back for real?
I don't think he's coming back. And that's why I said it. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna stand on business.
I hope he's staying on business because that was some disrespectful mess.
Super disrespectful. So, Sunny and Veah are, waking up after their first night in Durban. He plans on taking her to the beach. And he runs out to get her tea. She sneaks to call Rory, and tells him that she feels guilty after all Sunny has done for her. So she's hopeful that when she reveals the news to him, that he can look past the fact that she brought her ex-boyfriend. And Roy says that Sunny has the right to feel betrayed. And this is when I said, girl, you got played. Okay, because I don't know if y'all see it, but I've been to clock this.
He
Rory
helped.
don't Rory don't want her to be with Sunny, but he
Yeah.
don't want her.
Uh huh. And he helped mess that up. He didn't give a damn.
Right. So the fact that he even got on the plane, went with her, knowing this was a
Still
bad
messed it
idea, and he was gonna be upset. And then when he get over there, he's like, "Well, bitch, I could have told you that he was gonna be upset. Well, why did you come?" Tell y'all. So
because anybody else would be like, girl, I ain't about to do that. I ain't about
look,
to do that.
I hate to say it, Nels be the main one warning me about male friends and how they sit in the background. Okay.
Singing in the background.
So Roy says, well, anyway, so I said that. So then Sunny takes Veah out to do some sightseeing. He takes her on a gondola ride, which is my type of deal. Anything that looks like a boat, feels like a boat, talks like I want to do it. Okay. And so she talks about how happy she is. And then 2 hours later, we see Sunny flipping out because he's seen a photo of her and Rory traveling together because she was texting him. She was texting him while she was with Sunny, and so he snatched the phone from her ass. So no shade, no tea, no shade. I ain't even met like that was disrespect. If you were trying to, I don't want to say trying to hide him, but I just think that if you're trying to bring it to him in a good way or present it to him in a good way, it definitely don't look good when you're supposed to be spending time with me and you're off texting your ex. So I don't, make it make sense, right? So anyway, so he's like, you made me look dumb. You made me look dumb, and I ain't got time for this. He tells her, he ain't got time to play with her, and tells her to go back to the US. And again, I said, kudos.
That ain't all he said. He said, I don't need you. I don't want you.
So and then he basically tells her to go herself. Okay. And yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing.
Now, I will appreciate, he said, you know what? I'm not an asshole, so I'll help you get back to the hotel. But outside of that, we're done. He went, got his stuff.
It looked like he needed to go back anyway because he had stuff there.
Right. But
because who knows? He might have just said, F you, Roger.
I don't know. But
have Rory come pick you up.
Right. And then she's like, well, you don't want to talk about it. And he's like, nope, there's nothing to talk about. You played in my face.
Remember, he was going to propose to her.
Right. And he's like, and then I love when he said in the confessional, if she's capable of doing this, how much more is she capable of? And I said, you better, Sunny.
And this is early on.
Okay.
Disrespect.
And so, he's like, basically, I'm done. I don't feel like being here. And there's nothing left for him. And, he's like, she broke my heart and he's not sure what to do. And, she just sitting there in the hotel room by herself. But she didn't seem that sad because she probably going to enjoy the rest of this vacation with Rory, who don't want her. But I think he'll hit it again, but I don't think he want her.
He probably already hit it.
That part. All right. We got this
Bozo and Vanya.
She irritates me too.
So I don't know why airports do this, but poor Vanya, okay, she is trying to get to her connecting flight. She only got 10 minutes to get there, and the gate is nowhere close to the gate that she's at. So this girl got to book it through the airport, okay? Of course, when she gets there, the people at the service desk tell her, child, the gate is closed. You got to go get you another flight booked. What you want to say?
That's called divine intervention. That was God. That was nobody but God. Okay?
I can't deal with
she kept going. It's not answering its phone. You've got on the first plane. You missed it. I don't know about you, but I would have said, universe, you are talking and I am listening. I would have took my ass right back over to my house and we would have had to, not today, Satan. Everything is telling this girl that this is not what she's supposed to be doing and she ignoring all the damn signs. I'm sorry.
Well, meanwhile, while all of this is going on, Bozo just chilling. He playing basketball with his homeboys. Okay. He said he's short, so he plays 3-on-3 or 5-on-5 semi-pro basketball. We know that's a damn lie.
Liars, right?
the lies. Okay. Um, he said, the people there are amazing. He's like a stray dog. Okay. Everywhere he goes, people want to pet him, give him cookies and ice cream.
She gonna love him regardless.
Because she got money. She ain't worried about
That's what
that.
but she's a hustler. But the thing about it is even the fact that he's lying to her, like she gonna love him regardless. She's so I don't want to say desperate for a man, but she gives me she might be a little desperate for a man. And she gonna accept it. That's my prediction.
Well, he said everybody feels like he has a big heart and he's a hopeless romantic. He said he had a real girlfriend, that with the biggest love, okay, but his career got in the way. He said he ain't never take her on no
His
trips or do nothing.
career.
Yeah, yeah. He said he ain't never take her on no trips or do nothing for no special occasions. So she left his broke ass. Um, he said that, it lasts for about 6 years. And, since then he hadn't had a serious relationship till 8 months prior where he met Vanya. And, they've been dating for about 8 months. Now, he said it's always been cool, always been smooth conversation with her till it wasn't. When they took a pause, of course, production asked what that was. We knew what it was. He was trying to get back with his ex-girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that didn't work out, so he got back with Vanya. He says that he's most comfortable making jokes, and the only difference between him and comedians are he live at home with his mom. But he said it's kind of nice because he gets all the tea about all the neighbors. He said he feels like an old rusty Cadillac, not having a family of his own, and his mom and auntie are praying one day soon he will leave the nest. He said his mom don't even know that Vanya exists, but he knows that she would be thrilled. Now, his aunt tells the mama, that she was in church.
Look, I ain't even gonna hold you.
Hmm.
Now I understand it's different culturally, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna give him that, but I just feel a way that mama is stressing so badly for you to find love when you need to find a job. I just feel like as a mother, you're teaching him wrong, and your priorities. I'm just saying. I'm just
Well,
saying.
auntie is in church praying that, he'll find a woman, make her sister or grandmama one
He'll
day.
find a job.
Exactly. But he says that he didn't tell his mom about Vanya because he doesn't want to put no pressure on it. He knows that he don't want to get his mama hopes up in case things don't work out. Now, after Moss, him and his mom went to the market. Um, he did tell her that he met a girl. She's in complete disbelief. He told her that, she's coming to meet him for the first time and she'll be there for 3 weeks. His mom literally got emotional and thanked God, like her prayers have been answered. Then she asked if the woman knew that he didn't have a job. He said no.
That should be the real prayer.
He said that he told her that he plays basketball. This is why I said Vanya's friend was asking all the right questions. If he played basketball, why he can't afford his own damn place? Okay.
Right.
Now she said, sir, that's more of a recreational thing. Okay, you ain't making no money doing that. You ain't even tell this woman the basics. Okay, so he's worried, about telling.
What it gives me is you out here acting like you a whole league player and you really just going to pick up and play horse down at the local court.
He doing it for fun.
Right.
He doing it for fun. Now he's worried about telling Vanya, that he ain't got no job, man, because she's successful, she a hustler, and he feels like he don't measure up and don't.
He's scared to tell her that he's a brokey.
Sure. I think he said he did play ball or something, but he got replaced. He said by taller and more talented basketball players.
That means you were cut from the team.
Certainly.
All right. Best wishes to Vanya and Bozo. So Lauren now because this nigga's a clown, okay?
Yes, worse.
Um so we got another round of clowns. Loren and Faith. This is another one. Still just A
Why?
glutton for punishment. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Why?
So Lauren is hoping things are going to be better on this trip to visit Faye's family. They're traveling to her hometown of what is it, Liet, which is on an island. Um, Faith is excited to see her family, and she was excited about introducing Lauren as her boyfriend, but now questions whether she can trust him. And she says that now that she's friend zone Lauren, she feels less pressure to try and impress him. So they get into a conversation in the car, and apparently, this is what I think is crazy. They learned that they're both bottoms. We didn't have this conversation before I got on the plane to come.
I got a question. So if he said he doesn't use his man downstairs for those acts, why was it spewing out gunk?
Because it's still a well, no, didn't they say that the girl had stuff in her mouth? So maybe she.
But you said you don't use it at all for that. So whatever.
No, I think he was getting some head. I think he gets head.
So can you be a bottom to a girl?
Look, we're getting too deep. We're going down a rabbit hole that I can't.
They can't answer the question.
I don't want to hop out this hole right now. Okay. I don't know. And I don't know if I want to know. So Lauren says, well, that's okay because he's flexible. So he'll learn to, do both, right? Then they check into the hotel and Faith tells him that he needs to get another room because she still ain't comfortable with sleeping with him. Now he's upset because Faith know he ain't got no money. He already done spent probably 20 of the $46 that he had. But and he feels like they're losing time to basically build a bond. And for him to convince her to let him move over there, because it's almost time for him, or I guess his time is about to be up. So as they get ready to go take a trip to this private island, she talks about how she wants to take hormones, but not being able to afford it. And he brings up how this is a concern for him because he only wants a female penis and that may affect their physical relationship. And I said, I feel like these are all things that should have been discussed before we flew over. Like, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Drop down in the comments. But I feel like before I lay down with somebody, it's definitely been discussed what I like. Am I wrong?
I can see her not wanting to discuss that over the phone though, because certain stuff she doesn't like to talk about or like to show. And even now, she said that she feels more comfortable with him being in the friend zone. Huh?
So I'm just nasty.
Yes. But she said even now she feels more comfortable talking about this type of stuff with him in the friend zone. So I don't think she even felt comfortable. He probably wouldn't have minded. He don't. But I don't think she would have felt comfortable.
Okay, I guess that's a very good perspective. And so basically, she talks about them wanting to buy her mama a house. And then Lawrence broke behind talks about, well, what if I bought a house for your family and we could all live there? And he lets us know that he did the research and a house in that area costs about $2,000. And even though he's broke and ain't got no job, he feel like
he make it sound like it's gonna take him forever to come up with $2,000.
Right. He feels like he could save up the money. And Faith just feels like he's just blowing smoke because he has no money and he's homeless. So what are you talking about?
I think that just aggravated her even more.
Right. And so, at this point, she just feels like he's telling her what she wants to hear, and she just don't really know if she can trust him. And I feel like again, what do they say? Believe them when they first show you who they are. Mm-hmm. Believe them. And he done showing you that he has green gunky stuff coming out his, and that you should probably walk away. But to each its own. Sure. Here's another one that glutton for punishment.
Tigerlily and Adnan. This is real quick. So it's time for Tigerlily to start heading to the airport. She is getting super emotional. She said she's happy to see her children, but it's also difficult for her to say goodbye to Adnan. He told her not to be sad because Well, I'm yours. We belong together.
Oh, you gonna hit a rain and shitty?
You call it rain.
Oh, you know what I mean. That
Uh,
crazy.
so then he started to get emotional as well. He feels like, it's sad to say goodbye to her as well. They got in the car. Cruz said he don't even think he ready to go home. Okay. Cruz he had a funky good
Look,
time.
I'm
Okay.
sure Cruz, once the cameras cut off, he was turning up.
Yes, he was. He was turning up while the cameras was on. So he asked Tigerlily what was her favorite part of the trip, and she said the first day. In the confessional, Tigerlily said that she saw Adnan get teary-eyed, and that's something that she needed because it let her know how much she meant to him. And they get to the airport, and that's when she really broke down. He had to talk her through it and get her through the doors.
Right.
If I was standing up, I would
And
have
I
been.
love Shay. Shay's like, it'll be okay. I'm sure good things will go great in the future.
Shay
I
don't
hope
give
it
a
works
damn.
out for you.
That child don't give a damn at all. She don't give a damn. She don't give a
No,
damn.
she don't.
And she don't give a damn who know that she don't give a damn. She don't give a damn.
Again, keep your eye on Shay. Just saying. But yeah, y'all, that was it for this episode. Y'all drop down in the comments, let us know what y'all thought. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button.
Make sure you comment
Make sure you guys are subscribed.
and hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And yeah, y'all, we will catch you next week for another recap of this foolishness that happens to be before the 90 days. Have a good night.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.